and our mission will go on. America will not be intimidated.
Good evening, black people and all allies fighting for black liberation, black prosperity, and black joy. I'm Charles Blow, and welcome to Prime. President Biden has vowed to hunt down ISIS-K. The group reportedly claimed responsibility after 2 suicide bombers and gunmen launched an attack near a gate at the Kabul airport earlier today. According to Afghan and U.S. officials, the attack left at least 60 Afghans and 13 U.S. service members dead. More than 140 other people sustained injuries. U.S. officials had been warned over the past week that an attack at the airport was imminent. The deaths of U.S. service members has turned the Afghan evacuation into President Biden's worst nightmare and a political disaster. With the clock ticking on Biden's August 31st deadline to complete the Afghan withdrawal, it is now unclear how today's attack will impact the rest of the evacuation. Biden's hardline stance on U.S. troops staying in Afghanistan until every American and Afghan SIV applicant had been evacuated puts him directly in conflict with the Taliban. The group's leaders said that they reject any U.S. presence or evacuation efforts beyond the August 31st deadline. Today, President Biden finally acknowledged, at least publicly, that there is no guarantee that the U.S. will be able to get everyone out of Afghanistan.
We're going to continue to try to get you out. It matters. Getting every single person out can't be guaranteed by anybody.
Biden has faced criticism for his handling of the Afghan evacuation from foreign allies and lawmakers on Capitol Hill. Representative Michael McCaul, who serves as the ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, had this to say about the evacuation.
There's no way we can humanly get all of our American citizens and Afghan partners out of country by that time. It will be a stain on this presidency, and particularly after the decision made today and what we heard today, he will have blood on his hands.
Today's attack will only further exacerbate what one can argue are Biden's failures in handling this situation. Joining us now are editor-at-large for Newsweek, Naveed Jamali, and national security and political analyst, Paul Rieckhoff. So, Naveed, I just want to get you to weigh in on this. How much more complicated does this attack, this deadly attack today at the Kabul airport, make things for the U.S. military, for the Biden administration?
It makes it incredibly difficult, and it makes it difficult because Biden is going to face undoubtedly, domestic pressure to respond. The problem is that if he does respond, he in many ways may be playing directly into ISIS's hands, right? So ISIS very much does not want to see the Taliban succeed in Afghanistan. The Taliban wants to keep the infrastructure the United States has built. They're looking for any excuse to get us out of there, frankly, by August 31st. And anything that America does to diminish the Taliban, unfortunately, strengthens ISIS. So it's very much this difficult position where he's going to face domestic pressure. But the reality, the strategic, tactical thing on the ground is there's really not much we can do except to try to get as many people out by that August 31st deadline.
Paul, how do you think the Biden administration will respond? We are already beginning to draw down troops. We still have not gotten all of our American citizens out of the country. It was already a difficult task to get them to that airport. Now that it has become a security threat, and there's been a bombing at the airport, it may be even more difficult to get them there. How will Biden respond to this, and also keep his word to get American troops out of there, all of Americans out of there by August 31st?
Badly. The last 3 weeks have shown how badly they've been responding to this entire situation. And, it's important for people to understand this is not about whether or not we stay in Afghanistan or whether we should have been there for 20 years or not. It's about how we execute a successful withdrawal. When you go into somebody's house and you decide to leave, you can walk out the front door, you can burn the place down on your way out. And that's what's happening now. Something that is really preventable and predictable has turned into a humanitarian disaster that's now morphed into a political disaster. And what the Biden administration has been doing is digging in, defending their decisions, deflecting responsibility to the Afghans, to the media, to the Republicans. And the president says the buck stops with him, yet who is he held accountable? We've got people falling out of airplanes. You've got now 13 Marines and Navy corpsmen dead. And this situation continues to spiral out of control. So the question is, does Biden really understand the reality of what's happening here? And how's he going to stabilize? What is he going to do? And can he level with the American people about the true cost? Because it's not just about how many people they got out today on an airplane. It's about how many, potentially hundreds of thousands of Afghans they'll leave behind. And now at least 13 dead service members and maybe more to come. It's very bad, and it's continuing to get worse. So the idea that this is going to end on August 31st in any fashion is just fantasy.
Naveed, you know, the exit was never going to be pretty. You know, this is not a situation where we're leaving in jubilation because we've gotten everything done the way we wanted to have them done. That is not the way we're leaving. However, if we had this to do over, how could we have done this better to mitigate some of these optics, some of these actual injuries and deaths, some of this embarrassment on the world stage and the kind of loss of reputation around the country, around the world?
Well, I think the first thing, insofar as Afghanistan, there's one major point, which is the SIV program has been, started in 2009. We had 18 to 20,000 applicants waiting before the Ghani government even collapsed. So we started in a deficit. That's one thing. We absolutely, and I think it's criminal that we weren't processing people faster. But the reality, Charles, is this, is that I don't think that this was going to end in any other way. Look, the reality is the Ghani government was never really a government of Afghanistan. The concept of a federal government in Afghanistan just never worked. It's not, Afghanistan is a kingdom. It's a bunch of tribes that are working together at best. You cannot remove that and put a federal government. The minute the Afghan people understood that we were leaving and that Afghan government was not going to stand on its own, people were going to panic. And it doesn't matter if we, started pulling people out in earnest back in June or May. The reality is that people would have panicked. They would have made a run to get out of the country. And sadly, we would have seen this. This was a problem that started 20 years ago. And it's a problem that has been exasperated every year since we've been there. I just don't think that, sadly, that what we're seeing now could have been changed. And I think that that is a reality of the situation.
Paul, is it just that Afghanistan is destined to be a black hole, is destined to be a void, is destined to be primed to be a safe haven for terrorists because it cannot be managed and governed the way we think of countries that are successful being managed and governed? Is that just the kind of culture of the space?
No, and I think that's a very cynical and really almost an otherism that has kind of come out of the White House in the last couple of weeks. This idea that we're blaming the Afghans, that they should have fought harder, that enough of them didn't stand up, that's really dangerous talk. It's creating an otherism in this country. It's kind of like geopolitical victim shaming. And I think the reality is it didn't have to be like this. That's a very cynical view, especially from an America that can put, a robot on Mars. Let me just give you two examples. One, he announced we're leaving in April. They didn't start the evacuation until July. They could have started in April. They could have gotten hundreds of thousands more people out between April and July than trying to jam them all out in the last 2 months. Let me give you another example of what they could have done differently. They didn't have to send them through one civilian airport. They are trying to evacuate hundreds of thousands of people through one civilian airport. This is like choosing, instead of sending people out of Fort Drum or Fort Stewart, to send them out of LaGuardia or JFK. That's a catastrophically bad decision that has now created a choke point that I compare to the DMV line from hell. And if you don't get to the front of that line, you die. What we're seeing is bureaucratic breakdown. Those people are stacked up at the gates because we didn't have a process to put them through gates. Giant Stadium does this. Plenty of other places do this, hundreds of thousands of people through a choke point. But we as Americans are just going to say, oh, this was going to happen anyway. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's gaslighting. And I think it's long overdue for President Biden to step up and take real responsibility and not just threaten to hold ISIS-K responsible, but hold people in government responsible. Who failed here? If the buck stops with him, who's he going to hold accountable, not just overseas, but in Washington?
Naveed, yes, this is an international issue. This is a winding down of a war. This is also a tragic situation, but it's also politics. Politics is like the devil. Politics never sleeps. So how does this what is happening in Afghanistan, the optics of it, the way that Republicans are seizing on that to say that Biden is mismanaged, and also some are even going so far as to say that he needs to resign or that he's incapable of managing the country. How does this impact, do you believe, his domestic agenda and his domestic standing? Does this burn through the political capital he needs to do things that he wants to do here in the U.S.?
I think everything is about 2022. Everything is about 2024. So the answer, in short, is yes. Everything he does impacts domestic politics, without a doubt. Look, there's a lot to discuss with that, but I just want to say one thing to touch on what Paul was saying, which is, look, I don't think Americans ever really understood Afghanistan. It is not a country. The reality of the situation is one thing. As the CIA says, perception is reality. The reality on the ground was that a federal government was just never going to work for the country of Afghanistan. What Joe Biden did was brave in the sense that, he very well may have risked a tremendous amount of political domestic capital making this decision. The war wasn't lost, it just ended. We ended the war. We weren't defeated, we didn't surrender, we just decided we'd had enough and we're going to stop. That takes a tremendous amount of courage. The reality is, you're right, Charles, is that it will have unbelievable impacts potentially on down ballot races. It may have a potential impact on the president himself in re-election. But it was a decision that I think was the right one. It had to be made, and it doesn't mean that the tragedy is any less heartbreaking. It doesn't mean that it's any less upsetting to watch. But I think it was the right decision, and I unfortunately think after 20 years, the outcome that we're seeing played out now is something that has been brewing over the last 2 decades, and it's something that President Biden, frankly, inherited.
Naveed Jamali and Paul Rieckhoff, thank you, gentlemen, both for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Some governors are putting their own citizens' lives at risk to make their bids for the White House. That story is next. You're watching Prime on BNC.